They put the dead body down. Jesus looked at the boy and said, hey, get up. The guy did not waste a second. He came back to life. I choose Jesus over Moses. I choose Jesus over Elijah. If I have this Jesus, what can ever condemn me in my life? We are so some way. When people say bad things about us, we are so like, oh God, they don't like me. It's a privilege for them to have known you. Don't kill yourself and don't go down on your mind because people don't like you. This is the same Jesus. He wanted to use these guys, Peter and his people in the ministry. He went to them and said, Peter, can I get your boat? I want to preach. And they said, fine. They got a boat. He stood in to preach. And then he told Peter, cast your net to the deep. Peter said, Master, we've been fishing all night. We are master fishers. We didn't catch no fish throughout the night. But nevertheless, because of your word, we will do it. And you know the story. As Jesus said, cast your net in the deep. Every fish in the sea started doing roll call. Mackerel was calling mackerel. Salmon was calling all the salmons to come. Why? We are about to be caught, for the master has spoken. I choose Jesus over the hospital matter. I choose Jesus over the doctor's report. I choose Jesus over the pain I feel, because greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Oh, people, Christians, started crying, and they were praying because they heard they might be deported. Bible says some churches were losing membership because almost half of the members were illegal immigrants, and they couldn't go to church. I said, why will you hide yourself from the church if you knew the God you serve? The safe haven should have been in the church, but they were staying at home afraid to be caught because they don't know the Jesus I serve. They don't know the Jesus who has called them into his kingdom. I tell you, Jesus could just blow a wind and your name will be in the system that you are a citizen. Am I talking to people here? This same Jesus, if you read a story of these guys and you were marveled, the better one is Jesus. I choose him. Look, stop the issue. Sit down one day and say, Jesus, I want to talk to you. Do you know why? If only you will ask. If only you will ask and not change your mind on your faith. If only you will ask. If only you will ask. If only you will ask. I was preparing to preach when we had a fellowship in Ghana. I was preparing to preach. And as I was going through the scriptures, on my right hand I saw a vision. And this was Jesus, and I couldn't look at what he was wearing. It's like he was wearing something brighter than the sun. So I couldn't see whether he was white or black. All I could see was this man was just glowing. And then he said to me, when you go and preach to my people, tell them before they accepted me, this is how they look like. And when he stretched his finger, I saw Jesus when he was on the cross. And I realized that what Isaiah said was true. He was not nice to see and to say you know him. Sin had deformed him. He said, this is how my people look like when they didn't receive me. And tell them, now that they've received me, this is how, this is how they look like. I saw the vision on my right hand, and I quickly ran and get prepared. And I went to preach, and I told them, this is what I saw, people. We are beautiful. We are very glorious because we appear like Jesus more than the sun. We appear like Jesus more than the moon's brightening. We appear like Jesus, and nobody can watch him because he shines so much. He says, this is how they look like. And we dare think we are alone in this life. And we dare think there's nobody to help us. And we dare think life is so complicated. In the complication of life, there is a Jesus. Come on, slap somebody and say, in the complication of life, there is a Jesus. Tell somebody, in the doctor's report, there is a Jesus. Because when Jesus shows up, that's why I wrote on the slide that make God your environment and his presence shall be your daily breath. Make God your environment. Don't make your thoughts your environment. Don't make the condition your environment. Make God your environment. Breathe him. Think about him instead of the pain. Think about him instead of what they said about your life. Think about him, because when he shows up, come on, where is the church of God? When he shows up, I trust nothing but him. He is greater than all the powerful stories we've read. He is bigger than that. He is so wonderful. This is the Jesus who has called us into his kingdom. He told us, I have given you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. What you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. What you lose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. He gave you such authority. He gave you such power. Come on, wipe your tears and shake yourself. That is my Jesus. Oh, Jesus overall. That is my Jesus. That is my Jesus. I said, that is my Jesus.